All right, let's talk about February. If January was about the slow and steady crops, February is about the second wave. If you didn't get your brassicas started last month, do not panic, but you do need to move fast. This is your last call window. As the days get longer, these plants grow faster, but we have to get them strong enough to survive the spring sun before the summer heat shuts them down. First up, we have the Asian greens, Bok Choy and Tomatillos. These are the sprinters of the brassica world. Unlike a big head of cabbage that takes months, these beauties thrive in the lengthening light of February. They love the cool nights, and because they grow so quickly, you can actually start these now and be harvesting baby bok choy for stir-fry before your tomatoes even touch the soil. Now, if you missed the January window for Brussels sprouts, you might think you're out of luck. Not necessarily. The key for February is choosing a short season variety like Jade cross. These are bred to mature faster. If you get them in the trays today, they'll have just enough time to develop those delicious sprouts before the cabbage worms wake up in late spring. Number 3 is broccoli Raab, or rapini. A lot of new gardeners get frustrated with traditional broccoli because the heads take so long to form. Rapini is the cheat code. It's grown for its tender stems and small flower buds, and it hits maturity in about half the time of regular broccoli. It's the perfect quick win for your February seed trays. And finally, we have red and Savoy cabbages. If you started your green storage cabbages in January, planting these now is a brilliant homestead move called staggering your harvest. By planting these second-wave cabbages today, you ensure that you aren't stuck processing 40 heads of cabbage all in the same week. Plus, the crinkled leaves of a Savoy cabbage are much more frost-tolerant, making them perfect for those late-season cold snaps. In February, the sun is getting stronger every day. Even if it's still cold outside, your indoor seedlings will notice the change in photoperiod. Make sure you're checking your tray moisture daily now. These second-wave plants grow much faster than the January batch, and they'll get thirsty twice as fast. If January was for the burn-your-face-off super hots, February is for the heavy hitters, the crops we actually use in our daily homestead kitchens. We're moving into the main season nightshades. These guys are native to much warmer climates than most of us live in, so our job this month is to trick them into thinking it's a tropical summer right here in our seed trays. Number 5, the classic bell pepper. Whether you like them green, red, or chocolate brown, these need a solid 8 to 10 weeks of indoor growth before they even think about seeing a garden bed. If you're in the majority of the US, mid-February is your Goldilocks window. Not too early that they get root-bound, but just enough time to build a thick, woody stem that can support all those heavy fruits later this summer. Next, we have your kitchen staple peppers, jalapeños and cayennes. Now, these are a bit more forgiving than the habaneros we talked about last month. They germinate a little faster and grow a bit more vigorously, but they still need that head start. Getting them in the dirt now means you'll be picking spicy peppers for your summer canning projects by July instead of waiting until September. Number 7 is eggplant. If there is one plant that is a total heat snob, it's this one. Eggplants hate cold feet. If you want to succeed with these, you must use a heat mat. Starting them now gives them the time they need to grow through their awkward, slow phase. Just be careful. Once they sprout, get them under intense light immediately, or they will get leggy, tall and weak, faster than almost any other plant in your tray. And finally, the most underrated nightshade, the tomatillo. If you want authentic salsa verde, you have to grow these. They are cousins to the tomato, but they take a bit longer to get their legs under them. Start them 8 weeks before your last frost. One pro homesteader tip, you need at least 2 tomatillo plants for pollination, or you'll end up with a lot of beautiful husks and 0 fruit inside. Nightshades are heavy feeders. Once your peppers and eggplants have their first set of true leaves, the ones that actually look like the plant, not the smooth starter leaves, start giving them a very diluted liquid fertilizer, about quarter strength. It's like giving your seedlings a protein shake to make sure they're strong enough for the big move outdoors. Now we're heading over to the salad bar. The biggest mistake I see homesteaders make is planting all their greens on one single day in January. If you do that, you're going to have 50 heads of lettuce ready at once, followed by 3 weeks of nothing. We call that the April gap. To avoid it, we use succession sowing. February is the time to start your second and third rounds of greens to keep that harvest window wide open. Number 9 is Butterhead lettuce. While January was great for hardy romaines, February is perfect for these tender, creamy varieties like Bib or Butter Crunch. As the February sun starts to linger just a little bit longer each day, these varieties really take off. They have a soft, buttery texture that melts in your mouth, something you just can't find in a grocery store plastic tub. Then we have Rainbow Swiss Chard. If you started some in January, start even more now. Chard is the ultimate filler crop for a homestead. It's incredibly hardy, and because of those neon reds, yellows, and pinks, it's beautiful enough to tuck into your front yard flower beds or any empty corner of the garden. Starting a fresh batch in February ensures you have plenty of sturdy transplants ready to go the moment the soil thaws. Number 11 is a duo for the gourmet gardeners, Endive and Escarole. If you find standard lettuce a bit boring, these are for you. They are incredibly hardy, even more so than many lettuces, and they bring a slightly nutty, bitter depth to your salads. In the cool soil of February, they develop a sweetness that is absolutely incredible. They add that crunch and flavor profile that makes a homestead salad feel like a $20 restaurant meal. And finally, we have Mizuna. This is a feathery Japanese mustard green, and it is the definition of instant gratification. If you're feeling impatient with your slow-growing peppers, plant some Mizuna. It grows almost instantly. You can snip the outer leaves when they're only a few inches tall, and the plant will just keep producing. It's light, peppery, and handles the February chill like a champ. The secret to successful succession sowing in February is small batches. Instead of filling a whole 72-cell tray with one type of lettuce, fill just 6 or 12 cells. Wait 10 days, then fill another 6 or 12. This simple habit is what separates a one-hit wonder garden from a homestead that feeds you all year long. Now we're moving to section 4, where we actually start getting our hands in the dirt. These seeds aren't just okay with the cold, they actually prefer to wake up in the garden soil. Whether you're direct sowing in the south or using the milk jug winter sowing method in the north, these crops are your early garden anchors. Number 13, sugar snap peas. If you've been waiting for pea planting weather to feel warm to you, you've waited too long. February is the absolute sweet spot for peas. They need to establish their root systems while the ground is cool, so they can climb those trellises before the spring heat arrives. Get them in now, and you'll be snacking on sweet pods while your neighbors are just buying their seeds. Next up are fava beans. I call these cold weather fuel. Not only are they incredibly hardy, able to survive a genuine hard freeze, but they are a homesteader's best friend because they are nitrogen fixers. They're working to improve your soil health for your summer tomatoes while they grow. If your ground is workable, get these in today. Now, let's talk potatoes. If you're in zones 7 through 10, your potato day is now. Get those tubers in the ground. But for my northern gardeners, February is for chitting. This is just a fancy word for putting your seed potatoes in a bright, cool window, like in an egg carton, to encourage them to sprout eyes. This gives them a massive head start so that the moment your soil thaws, they hit the ground running. Number 16, daikon radishes. These aren't your little salad radishes. These are the big, long storage roots. They love the lengthening days of February. On a homestead, these are also biological tillers. Their massive roots drill down into compacted soil, breaking it up for you so you don't have to use a tiller. It's gardening smarter, not harder. And finally, the parsnip. Parsnips are the marathon runners of the root world. They can take weeks just to germinate and months to reach full size. By getting them in the ground in February, you're ensuring they have the long season they need to reach that perfect size. And remember, parsnips taste best after they've been kissed by a fall frost. So we're planting now for a gourmet harvest in November. When direct sowing in February, keep some frost cloth or an old bedsheet handy. Even though these crops love the cold, a sudden polar vortex can still shock young sprouts. If the forecast says it's dropping into the teens, just throw a cover over them overnight and they'll be perfectly fine come morning. February is that beautiful, busy bridge between the planning of winter and the chaos of spring. It's the month where the homestead truly wakes up. Whether you are still tending to tiny sprouts under grow lights in the north, or you're already out there tucking peas into the soil in the south, remember, the work you do this week is the foundation for everything you'll harvest this summer. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed, don't worry, I've got your back. I've put all these crops and planting dates into a February Homestead Checklist PDF, along with that USDA zone guide we talked about. You can grab those for free at the link in my description. If this video helped you get your garden game plan together, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our March guide, where things really start to get wild. Now I want to hear from you. Are you a north gardener still under the lights or a south gardener already in the dirt? Let me know your zone and your first planting in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out on the homestead today. Happy planting, and I'll see you in the next one.